Different nationalities, languages, religions, cultures create the diversity in our world. In the past, globalism aimed to reach the unified value for all to share. However, it is no longer the case. Today, it is believed that the multiple values of the people from all over the world attribute to creating the better world. Half a millennium ago, there lived a man who had such an insight ahead of his time. His name was Ignatius of Loyola. His spirit is inherited by Sophia University today. It all started in the year 1534. Ignatius was eager to devote himself to the way of Jesus, so were 6 other men who met at the University of Paris. Francis Xavier was one of them. Ignatius and 6 fellows went up to the Church of Saint Denis on Montmartre in Paris. There, they vowed to devote their lives to God. Their vow of Montmartre led to the founding of the Society of Jesus. Ignatius was an active man. He and the other Jesuits immediately began their missions extending to other lands. The more Ignatius learned about other cultures, the more he realized the importance of accepting the people of different backgrounds. Indeed, Ignatius's attitude towards others became a key element for the Society of Jesus and remains to this day.
イエス会員はあらゆる土地で現地の言葉で話すように。
To reach the unexplored places, to stand by the people. Francis Xavier inherited Ignatius's intention. Xavier set out on a long journey. After many months at sea, he landed in Goa, India. Later, while evangelizing in Malacca, he encountered 3 Japanese. He was inspired. He dreamed of Japan, far east of Orient. Xavier's journey for Japan began. In 1549, he disembarked at the Satsuma Peninsula. He then traveled up to Kyoto to evangelize. As Japan was embroiled in civil war, Xavier was unable to secure an audience with the emperor. He did, however, send a letter to Rome describing his feelings about the Japanese.
この国の人々は今までに出会った国民の中で最高であり、日本人より優れている人々は異教徒の間では見つけられないでしょう。
Xavier recognized virtues and uniqueness of Japan, the harmony with nature, the society with morals where people support each other. He became sure by interacting with Europe to deepen understandings, Japanese people will have the potential to play a great role in the future. That was when Xavier reached another idea. As he was truly impressed with Japan, Xavier became keen to create the place for learning in Japan. His idea was the origin of Sophia University. Xavier died before he could accomplish his goal. But years later, another man picked up the torch. The visitor, Alessandro Valignano. In 1579, as Father Valignano first came to Japan, he concentrated to study its cultures and customs. Later, to build bridges between Europe, he dispatched a group of young Japanese men, the so-called Tensho Embassy to Rome. He also brought the first ever printing press to Japan, printing books in Japanese. He also set up a minor seminary and a theology school. Rich cultural exchanges were underway.
徳と学問に必要な能力について語るならば、私は日本人以上に優れた能力のある人々のあることを知らない。
Despite Father Valignano's commitment, life was about to turn difficult for Japan's Christians. They had to go through a period of brutal persecution and great suffering. Ignatius of Loyola, Francis Xavier, Alessandro Valignano. Finally, it was time for their dreams to come true. In 1905, Bishop O'Connell, Pius X papal envoy, arrived in Japan with a letter for the Meiji Emperor. The bishop was granted an audience with the emperor. As a result, the permission was granted to establish a school, a first step of the founding of Sophia University. In 1908, 3 Jesuit priests arrived in Yokohama on board the German steamship, the Princess Alice. Again, they started out by studying the Japanese language and the culture thoroughly. Only then did they approach the Japanese government with an official request to establish a school. They acquired a tract of land in Kyoto, where the university stands now. The funds were sent from various parts of the world. Then, in 1910, Father Hermann Hoffmann arrived in Japan. In 1913, Sophia University began its development, with Father Hoffmann serving as the school's first principal.
人生の苦難や危機に打ち勝つために必要なものは常に新たな勇気と希望を与えてくれる規範である。それは宗教においてはありえない。
Sophia University faced many difficulties over the past century, but with the support of many around the world, our spirit, men and women, for others with others, has continued to shine. We live in a time where many changes confront humankind. We are called to understand diverse cultures and to have interdisciplinary learning, as well as the strength to bring us all together. By deepening its ties with other Jesuit universities and educational institutions throughout the world, Sophia University shall contribute to this new era. With completion of a new building on the Yotsuya campus in 2017, the university aims to centralize functions for the global education as well as developing the relations with the society. As the world becomes increasingly globalized, people are expected to become more understanding of different values and different cultures. Such an idea was embraced by the Society of Jesus throughout its long history. The dream of Ignatius, combined together with the discovery of Xavier, makes Sophia University a unique institution. For those of us who study here, what can we do? We shall embrace diversity and work to bring people and countries together. Men and women, for others, with others. Always on our mind, we must creatively contribute to the future of the globalizing world.